Alright, what's going on everyone? It's Sly Hopkins Studios, and I have a pretty exciting announcement to make today. It's been a video I've wanted to make for a while. If you saw my previous video, I was talking about how I was going to make a casino-based game. That plan has been scrapped. I feel like with my next game that it needs to be something that I'm 100% committed to, and it needs to be something that I really want to make. And if you followed the channel for any amount of time, if you can even see, in Sly Hopkins Studios, it's kind of obvious which games I was inspired by making my game development studio. And I've made videos about Bully in the past, and my game is not going to be Bully 2. However, it's going to be a game that I don't even want to say it's inspired by Bully. It's going to be its own game with its own characters, its own storyline, its own details. There's going to be really nothing about the first game that's going to be related to my game. Just that's the way it has to be. I'm not Rockstar. You can't make a game based off that. But that being said, I feel like the people have wanted a school-based game for a long time now. We've all been kind of waiting, and we're gonna go back to school. So this is just a concept trailer. I wouldn't even call it a trailer. It's kind of a concept video. I'll show you guys what I've been working on. I've made the courtyard of a school using a bunch of different assets. This is just a concept, so don't take anything, as this is going to be the final details. But I'm just kind of trying to create the layout of the school first, and then we're going to go from there. But like I said, this is not Bully 2. This is not Bully Universe. It's my own game. That being said, I have to give credit to, the people that have inspired me. This game's going to be inspired by a bunch of different games, just like Bully was inspired by a bunch of different 80s movies and genres and stuff. So it's going to be its own game with its own storyline. But, when I first started making the concept for this, I kind of thought about making a 2D version, but I quickly realized that this game, it needs to be in 3D. And the details I still have to figure out. The major details are whether it's going to be high school or college. I'm leaning towards college, although I'm open to, high school being a potential. There's just, major differences in colleges. Like a college-based game, I feel like I'd be a little more open to doing a lot more. Like high school, you're just kind of limited. You can't have, you know, you can have fist fights and stuff, but if it was college, I feel like we can be having full-on brawls with weapons and stuff, but that's irrelevant for right now. And they're close enough to where the storyline's not going to be too different either way. I had put a poll out about it a couple weeks ago, and people were very split. I think there was 29 votes for high school and 27 for college, so people are pretty split on that, although I feel like they could both accept either way, which is all that really matters. So I've pretty much just made a courtyard. A lot of this is going to change, of course, before the final game. It's just kind of a concept, but I do like the way it looks so far. This is going to be a game that I'm probably going to have to hire multiple people to work on, but it's going to be years down the line, or not that long, but I'm going to be making the basics, the concept, and then I'm going to look to get funding, probably do some crowdfunding, but if I could get a gaming company to invest or to even go with the project. The main thing for me is I'm going to have creative control over this, because I feel like someone who specs the bully genre, like I said, this isn't bully. I have to be very specific on that. I even want to, kind of limit even talking about bully, just because it's its own game. This is going to be its own game, and I'm not Rockstar, so I can't speak too much on that. But what I will say is it's obviously going to be briefly inspired by that. But like I said, it's inspired by a bunch of different games. So just kind of mapping out the initial courtyard. This will be the entrance to the school. For my school, I think I'm going to have it on kind of a mountain. That's kind of a hint for the possible name of the game. I've got a few different ideas for that, but I'll talk about that when I do the actual announcement trailer. This is just a concept, so whether I'm not sure what type of footage I'm gonna put in the background while I'm talking for this. Probably just the building of the what I have so far, but at the end of the video I will, kind of zoom around the courtyard that I have so far, and that'll be the end of the video. But make sure you guys are following me on X, and I post a lot of updates there, a lot of gaming news, and then just be on the lookout for videos for this game. It's going to be a major game. It's going to take me a ton of time. And if you like Bully, if you've been waiting for this game, feel free to get in touch with me. If you're a fellow game developer or someone who wants to potentially sponsor the game, that's not going to be something I'm even really talking about, but I've had a few people ask me that already. So just kind of putting that out there. I'm not even sure, what that would entail, but I'm open to talking to people about it. So let me know, and then kind of let me know what your ideas for, like, what's something you'd want to see in a inspired game like that. So like I said, it's going to be its own game. It's going to be completely different, but it's going to have elements of, Bully and other school-based games. It's not just Bully that has been the only game that's in school, but I feel like this game is very needed. It's very wanted, so it's a perfect time to make the game. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.